Now, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is, of course, heading to Kyiv from Warsaw, kicking off the most closely watched leg of his two-nation tour. Now, the Indian Prime Minister will be boarding a Polish train and will be heading to Kyiv in a journey that is expected to last for almost about 15 to 20 hours. Now, an Indian Prime Minister in Ukraine is a first in nearly 3 long decades, and there's a close eye for all sorts of emerging signals, especially coming, as they do, in the backdrop of the Russia-Ukraine war. Now, earlier in the day in Warsaw, post a meeting with his Polish counterpart Donald Tusk, the Indian Prime Minister reiterated his no time for war message again, affirming India's commitment to regional peace and also emphasizing the importance of dialogue and diplomacy. He stressed on it during a meeting with the Indian diaspora as well.
बुद्ध की बात आती है तो जो युद्ध नहीं शांति पर विश्वास करती है। और इसलिए भारत इस रीजन में भी स्थायी शांति का एक बड़ा पैरोकार है।
Now, Narendra Modi's visit to Ukraine will come nearly a month after he met with the Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow. The two traditionally close allies had a meeting on a day when Russian missiles had pounded Ukraine, killing scores of people. Now, Zelensky had in fact described the meeting as a huge disappointment and also a devastating blow to peace efforts. He had charted Narendra Modi for the visit, and it was just this that the Indian Prime Minister addressed when he spoke of being close with all sides and seeking peace above everything else.
दशकों तक भारत की नीति थी कि सारे देशों से समान दूरी बनाए रखो। आज के भारत की नीति है सारे देशों से समान रूप से नजदीकी बनाओ।
And also WION's principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibil at this moment is in Kyiv and has sent us this report. Listen in.
It will be a significant day on Friday when Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be here in Ukraine. Now, this will be the first visit of an Indian Prime Minister to Ukraine since the start of the war, but also the first since the country got independence. Now, India has emphasized on dialogue and diplomacy and that a solution cannot come on the battlefield. But essentially, we know that India has been reaching out to Ukraine in terms of humanitarian support. Also in terms of reconstruction efforts, India can play a role. But if you look at Kyiv versus Moscow, India has a good relationship with Moscow. It has been a historical relationship. But of course, as India has said, that doesn't stop it from reaching out to Ukraine, and we have seen that with the meetings the Indian Prime Minister has had with the Ukrainian President. The meeting on Friday will be the third such meeting between the Indian Prime Minister and the Ukraine President since the war started in 2022. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhant Sibil for WION in Kyiv, Ukraine.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.